Hey guys, welcome back to another video of the English Gamer. This one's gonna be a little bit different. Today, I'm gonna be doing a simple scripting tutorial. Now, I've learned scripting, and if any of you guys watched the outdoors video, you know I asked if I should do this, and nobody responded, but I learned this yesterday, so how about I teach it to you guys? Attributes. Now, what's an attribute, you may ask? Well, let's see, I go into here, right? And right here, attributes, right? They can be any type. They can be a color 3, they can be a C frame, they can be Boolean, they can be anything. Like, you can name it anything as long as it doesn't have, like, the quote unquote illegal characters that Roblox calls. Now, the illegal characters consist of spaces, question marks, any type of this symbol. Uh, like, anything that you don't normally use in typing. Like, you can do numbers, right? Anything, anything, right? So, let's say, like, you may ask, well, what would I use this for? Like, Doors uses it, for example. And then you may ask, so off camera, I'm gonna set up a little thing. No scripts except for this. This part's gonna have a kill. It's gonna kill you. So we can test it out. Like, we're gonna make a safe attribute, for example, okay? And yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Alright, guys, I'm back. So, as of right now, don't mind my avatar, by the way. So as of right now, we have this giant part that kills you no matter what, and those two parts do nothing yet. See? Nothing. And I mean nothing. So, first thing, I'll show you the script for the kill part. So basically, it defines the part as a variable, and then what it does is it gets the humanoid as a variable when the part is touched, and what it does then is it checks if it's a humanoid, right? So make sure that, but it could be an NPC. So then we create a variable for checking the player, right? To make sure it's the player. Game.players get player from character humanoid.parent. So now we check if it's check player. And if it is, then humanoid's health equals 0 no matter what. Alright, my bad. There was an interruption. Anyway, so yeah, simple script, blah, blah, blah. But now, attribute, right? So, first, we gotta make the attribute. And now, something I noticed is that if you use a local script and character scripts, then for some reason, it can't see it. Like, it can't detect the attribute from server stuff. Now, I think that's because client to server doesn't really work sometimes. So, we're instead going to use server script. Now, you may ask, how are we going to use a server script? Well, I will tell you. So, we're going to do game.players.player added connect function plur, right? So, we get the player. Now, we're going to do plur.character added connect function char. Now, we are going to do char set attribute. And now let's do save, just in case. Now save, right? And now value, we're going to set it to false since they're not automatically going to be safe when they spawn in, right? I don't know why it's doing, oh yeah, there we go. So now save, right? It's set to false. So if the player spawns in, right, we get the player. At the bottom, we should see attributes safe, right? You can turn it on and off, right? So now what we're going to do is this, right? So we're going to first edit this. Now, if you are kind of a good scripter, you should know obviously how to do like a detection for touched. Local part equals script dot parent and then part dot touched connect function hit, right? You can use anything in there. I use hit because, you know. And then local humanoid equals hit.parent. If humanoid, then see, it does the same thing that it was in the other thing because, you know, W Roblox AI. Now, what we want to do is, see. So, humanoid, actually, do this if you want. Local char equals humanoid.parent. You don't have to, but you could. Now, char set attribute. Now, if safe is already an attribute, which you can see it is, has to be named the exact thing, then you can do comma true. Now, what this should do is make the character's attribute safe true. We can watch this in real time. Safe down there, touch it, get set to true, right? Now you may ask, why do we not use get attribute? Well, if you use get attribute, that's for like if statements and other stuff. If you use set attribute, well, then it's self-explanatory because of the name, right? So now we can copy this whole script and then select the other part that sets it to false. And instead of doing true, you can do false, right? So now inside the game, you can just see, touch this, nothing happens. Does it give me an error? Yay. Touch this, true, false. Now, you may ask, how does this matter to that? Because if I touch the green part and walk into this, I still die. Well, here's what we're going to do. This is going to be using the get attribute thing. So you can close all these scripts, go on the kill part. Now, so we have check player, right? Then, instead of humanoid.health, we're going to do local char equals humanoid.parent. And now char, we're going to use get attribute, and then we're going to get safe, right? So then we're going to do if safe, wait, no, sorry. We got to make this a variable. Local safe check equals, that's a check. So then if safe check equals false, then that makes this happen. Now we want to do an else and then nothing. Or you can do I don't know if you can do return here. I don't think you can. Anyway, so if safe check equals false, then it just kills the player. Right? So now we're gonna test this. So obviously I walk in, I die because I'm not safe. So then let's just touch the part. Now we can walk in. Attributes for you. Now you may ask, why do we even need to use attributes? Well, variables. Attributes are basically custom, like, you know how the humanoid, for example, has all these, right? These, I don't know if they can count, but they can kind of be counted as attributes, right? So that can be counted as attributes, right? So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good day.